Hallo und herzlich willkommen beim Whisky Waiter. Endlich mal wieder ein Online-Tasting hier auf dem Kanal. Endlich mal wieder live Whisky trinken. Sehr schön, dass ihr dabei seid. Schön, dass es geklappt hat. Heute beim Rozelieures-Tasting. Ich hoffe, ich spreche das richtig aus. Und ich darf erstmal meine Gäste begrüßen. Schön, dass ihr alle da seid. Welcome Maxim, Philipp and Andreas. Wir haben heute Maxim aus der Brennerei von Rozelieures selber mit am Start. Deswegen wird ein Großteil des Tastings auf Englisch stattfinden. Ihr könnt aber jederzeit auch auf Deutsch im Chat schreiben oder Andreas auch mitsprechen. Das ist gar kein Problem. Ich versuche das zu übersetzen. Ich kann kein Französisch, deswegen werde ich es nicht auf Französisch machen. Ich weiß, der ein oder andere im Chat ist mir da weit voraus. Ja, okay, also Philipp und Andreas, euch muss ich, glaube ich, gar nicht so sehr vorstellen, aber ihr könnt gerne kurz was sagen, wenn ihr möchtet.
Ja, dann mache ich den Aufschlag. Ja, auch für mich ist es schön, mal wieder live dabei zu sein. Hat in letzter Zeit nicht immer so gut geklappt, aber ich freue mich, bin ganz gespannt und ich weiß, du hast, glaube ich, eben schon sowas kurz erwähnt im Vorgespräch. Du hast mich ein bisschen neugierig gemacht, als du in Frankreich deine Verwandtschaft besucht hast, bei mir vorbeigekommen bist und noch mir was gebracht hast, was ich bei dir bestellt hatte und dann in die Brennerei gefahren bist, um dort mal zu gucken und anschließend kam das Tasting zustande. Ja. Wäre ich gerne mitgefahren, aber so ist es auch okay, dass ich das heute probieren kann.
Gut, Philipp.
Ja, ich freue mich hier zu sein, live im Studio. Es ist super selten, dass ich nochmal auf dieser Seite der Tasting-Geschichte stehe. Meistens sitze ich da, wo du sitzt. Und ich finde es mega spannend, warum ich das Tasting mitmache. Das erste Whisky-Tasting, was ich damals, als ich so ganz, ganz am Anfang war, vor 18 Jahren, glaube ich, mitgemacht habe in einem Weinhandel in der Nähe von Münster. Da war der erste Whisky ein französischer Whisky bei diesem Tasting. Und deshalb fand ich das jetzt spannend, einfach heute dabei zu sein, noch live im Studio. Und ich freue mich.
Sehr schön. So, salut Maxim.
Bonjour.
I was introducing the other two and they had some words to introduce themselves. Would you like to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah. So, guten Tag, everyone. I'm sorry, my German is terrific, and my English is not very good too, but I will try it. So I'm Maxime Dupic, so the sixth generation from the Rozelieures distillery. So we are based in Lothringen, and we are like a lot of distillery in Germany. Like we have in the past, we are producer of fruits, and you know maybe the Mirabelle plum in Lothringen, and so we distill this fruit since 1890. So a long time ago, and my father decided to make whiskey because he loved whiskey, like 25 years ago, and now we continue that, and we are farmers too, so we produce our own barley, so a lot of story to tell.
Yeah, we will talk about this later. So your region is famous for the Mirabelle plum. I think like 70-80% of the world Mirabelle production comes from your region, is it right?
Yeah, for sure. There is a lot of type of plum, but yeah, the Mirabelle plum is like very famous in this region. A lot of orchard, and we distribute it mostly in France, but also a little bit in Germany, in Switzerland. But you know, it's not very far from France and from Lothringen, because the plum is it's hard to conserve. So you need to eat it quickly, or you need to distill it for conservation.
It's a good way to conserve it.
Yeah.
So Rozelieures is located in the northeast of France. It's, I think, the closest bigger city is Nancy, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I think to the German border, it's about 1.5 to 2 hours. So it's worth a visit. I've been there in the summer holidays, and I can recommend it. Very nice. So yeah, Maxime and I choose the lineup for today, and I'm proud to tell that like from the 6 bottles we have here in the tasting, you can see them all here. Only 2 of them have a whiskey base ID, so they are very limited editions and distillery exclusives, which are hard to find in Germany. I don't think they are in Germany available at all, and some of them are only available at the distillery. We start with the first dram. Maxime, you told me an order in which you wanted to taste. Do you want to change anything? Because then I have to change.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect like that.
Okay. I haven't remembered it when I told it to my service guy who filled the samples. So here you can see die falsche Reihenfolge. So we taste number 1, number 2, number 5, number 3, number 4, and number 6. This is the order in which we will taste the samples today, and I would think we should start with number 1. And while we nose the whiskey, maybe Maxime can tell us a little bit about Rozelieures whiskey, about what is Rozelieures famous for.
Yeah. So as I explained, we are distilled in like cognac pot still, like for the same stills than for cognac. It's quite a unique shape with a small onion on the top. And yeah, exactly. Amazing. Yeah, it looks like that. And it was these pot still are made for make brandy and fruits brandy. So my grandfather buy it for the Mirabelle spirits, and it's quite short pot still. Like it's not like in Scotland. In Scotland, the most of the still are quite high, and so it's make a big difference. And the stills and our time of fermentation, distillation give us like a very specific note, and maybe you have it at the nose now. It's the pear, and the pear is we are quite famous in the whiskey because of this note, and you will find it a little bit in each whiskey later.
Okay. Yes,
but
I have.
So yeah. So the first whiskey is nice because you have that at the nose. So I have it here. So this whiskey is aged in bourbon, cognac, and we do a second maturation after in French wine cask from Burgundy. So like double maturation, first cognac bourbon, we blend it together, and after we do another maturation in wine from Burgundy.
Red wine?
Yeah, red wine. Yeah, but it's a second field, so that's why the color is quite clear. Because
yes,
it's quite long. We like for the first fill, we like to finish or like 2 or 3 years maximum. But here you are from a whiskey, it's between 6 and 7 years. And so the first maturation is like 1 year and a half. Why we choose bourbon and cognac? It's because bourbon, it's American oak, so it will give you a little bit of vanilla, coconut, banana. But here it's quite smooth, and the cognac cask give like the French oak, and the French oak is cool for the length, for the tannin. I don't know if my English is
yeah,
okay.
It's good. I understand.
Okay. And so it's our structure, and after like the red wine cask will give more fruits, so you have a little bit grape like red fruits note at the end.
So, Philipp, Andreas, was riecht ihr?
I will join you for the first one.
That's a good idea.
Also die erste Nase oder der erste Duft, nach dem Deckelchen weggenommen habe, dachte ich erst, habe so eine gewisse Klebstoffnote.
Mhm.
Aber dann, ja, ich denke auch so Richtung Cognac irgendwie, in die Richtung könnte da was gehen. So irgendeine helle Frucht.
Ja, er sagte gerade Birne, Traube.
Ja,
Reife Pflaume. Eine sehr grüne Pflaume.
grün-gelb-früchtige Obst.
Ja, ich bin noch ein bisschen bei Pfirsich. So, Philip said green plum.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a bit of peach as well. Why is the name organic? What's special about this?
Yeah, so we as I explained, we are also farmers. So 100% of the whiskey that we produce, we do the barley and the malting ourselves. And so we have tried like 7 years ago to do 1/3 of the production with organic barley.
Okay.
Just for trying, because we can't do 100% of organic barley, because if we have like a bad year, bad weather, etc., it's dangerous for all the rest of the process. Maybe we cannot distill enough, so we have choose to just limited that, so 1/3 of the production, and so it's the first organic whiskey that we have done. But it's quite a long-term process, because we need to first validate all the agriculture parts, after the malting, after the brewing, distillation, aging. Every steps we need to be organic, so it's a long-term conversation.
So, how do you say cheers in French?
Santé.
Santé.
And Prost, no?
Prost, yes.
I'm afraid because my phone is like down the battery, so I just come back.
No problem. So, wie immer sind wir neben YouTube auch auf Twitch online und da schreibt Wolfinator jetzt den ersten Kommentar. Herzlich willkommen, schön, dass du da bist. 20 Zuschauer haben wir. Also, ich finde ihn hellfruchtig, grundsätzlich sehr angenehm und ich finde, er hat es genau auf den Punkt getroffen. Sie treffen neben dem Bourbon Cask haben sie ja auch den Cognac Cask genommen, um die Tannine mit reinzubringen. Und ich finde, es hat genau auf den Punkt getroffen. Es sind Tannine mit drin. Der hat ordentlich Ecken und Kanten. Er ist holzig. Ich würde aber schon sagen, auch so ein bisschen grünholzig, also so ein bisschen angereiftes Holz oder älteres Holz. Wie ist eure Meinung?
Also ich finde den angenehm dickflüssig im Mund und mundfüllend und hat eine schöne Süße für mich auch mit dabei und leichte Pfeffrigkeit. Aber angenehm zu trinken.
Ich finde den sehr, sehr schön cremig. Also passt zu dickflüssig, absolut cremig im Mund. Speichelfluss setzt ein bei mir. Immer ein gutes Zeichen. Schöne Süße und hinten raus habe ich eine Bitterschokolade. Sehr, sehr dunkle Bitterschokolade. So Röstaromen fast schon.
So, it was creamy, it was a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
Sweetness.
I understand creamy, yeah, but the why the creamy notes is due to the pot still, and when you see some distillery who have like short alembic, you have it, and for example, I see some Springbank over there. They are more short than, for example, the Lafrogue or other stills, very heavy, so more dry. but it's a beautiful whiskey too. It's just to explain the different of texture. For me, it's mostly due to the alembic, and after also to the fermentation and the yeast that you use. Why? Because the heavy molecule of alcohol, when you distill, you burn on the bottom of the pot still, and the heavy molecule you will pass through the end of the stills. And when it's short, it's more easy than the big one. You know?
Yes. So Gerrit says mild, sweet, fruity, not thin, not much alcohol, good starter.
Yeah, it's perfect for starting. It's a good signature of what the distillery can make without peated, without heavy wine cask, for example, sherry or port. When you drink like port or sherry cask, it's nice, but you don't have the distillery approach because the sherry is mostly have more power.
Okay,
Also
this was a good starter.
Den zweiten Schluck gehe ich bei der Schokolade voll mit.
Okay, chocolate, yes.
Ja.
I have a little bit of this, fehlt mir jetzt das englische Wort, Röstaromen. If you burn like coffee beans, a little bit of this flavor.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. But for me, it's like we feel that when you enter the distillery, you have this nose. I feel it. It's very the signature of the distillery. So I'm in the product of this product like every day. So now it's hard for me to find the subtleties between there.
For a starter, very good. Good fruity nose. In the taste, there happens a lot. Tannins, sweetness, a little bit of wood, and very balanced. And Whiskey Rabbit says the second tasting, it has a little bit of after 8 in the back of the taste. Okay. So, should we head to the second one?
Here we go.
Okay. The second one is a distillery exclusive. And I haven't found it in the Whiskey Base because it says almost nothing on the bottle. Maxime, you have to help me here. So it says distillery exclusive, Edition Spezial Stanislas.
Yeah. So we name it like this because it's Place Stanislas, for the guys who already went to Nancy. It's like considered that one of the beautifulest place in Europe. So a lot of gold everywhere, like nice, very nice place. Maybe you go here, Emmanuel, but
yes.
quite nice to see. And we make this product with a bar who are in this place, and they came at the distillery and they say we have tried like several single field whiskey, and because we will explain it later, but we try to share the terroir impact on the taste of the whiskey. And this field was not available in France because we have already launched 2 other fields, and this one was our distributor in France say no, we are enough, so let's let's do it next year, maybe or maybe not. And the bar who come at the distillery say, no, it's an amazing product. We need to have it at the bar, so we do it for them. But just it was like 100 bottles, and I say, okay, I'm agree with you. I love this product. We need to do something, and I say we will only sell it at the distillery, because for me it's like amazing product. You have like butter. It's the mainly character for me there, and it's very interesting for this whiskey. And just to understand, the goal of the single field whiskey is to share the terroir impact and not to share the façon, the aging. And so we only do 3 years, so it's very young one, but and only in bourbon and cognac casks, but who are already one or two whiskey. So the goal is to be close to the new make, but to have the name whiskey. So this one and maybe the number 4, that we will try later, are like that. So 3 years only, and one field. So we take the barley from one field, we do the malting separately, brewing separately, distilling separately, and aging separately, to don't blend it with other field or etc. And so this one is a clay field, so EVD clay, so very hard to work, because when it's clay, it's hard, and usually the clay whiskey will give like fruity notes, and again a lot of texture.
Okay, haben das alle verstanden? Ich frage extra mal auch in den Chat, da war jetzt sehr viel dabei. Und now I have an echo. Okay, it's gone. Perfekt. Also, wir haben hier ein Distillery Exclusive, was 3 Jahre alt ist, was sich von einer, wenn ich das richtig verstanden habe, Bar aus Nancy gewünscht wurde. Und dann hat man verschiedene Fässer und verschiedene Feldwhiskys probiert. Und dann ist man auf den gestoßen und wollte den eigentlich gar nicht abfüllen, hat sich dann aber dazu entschlossen, okay, wir machen ihn als Distillery Exclusive, weil er eigentlich einfach schon sehr, sehr gut ist. Er ist nur 3 Jahre alt, hat ausschließlich in Bourbon- und Cognac-Fässern gelegen, in denen vorher schon 1 bis 2 Mal Whisky drin gelegen hat, also Second- bis Third-Fill-Fässer, wo man sehr bewusst auf die Eigenschaften der Felder, also dieses eines Feldes hindeuten möchte. Also wir haben hier ein Single Field Whisky sozusagen, also das ganze Barley, das ganze Gerstenmalz stammt von einem Feld, das ist separat hergestellt, separat fermentiert, separat destilliert, etc. etc. Also da hat man auch ganz deutlich diesen Terroir-Einfluss, womit Roselier einiges macht, wo sie einfach verschiedene Terroirs, was man ja sonst aus dem Weinbereich kennt, versuchen abzubilden. Das ist ganz spannend, da gehen wir hinterher nochmal drauf ein, weil die auch wirklich unterschiedliche Felder haben, was einfach so an der geografischen Lage der Brennerei liegt. Und hier haben wir ein Feld, was einen sehr hohen Tonanteil in der Erde hat. Und daher soll das einen sehr spannenden Einfluss auf den Whisky nehmen. Man hat versucht, nah am New Make zu bleiben, finde ich auch eine spannende Aussage. Deswegen auch nur 3 Jahre alt. Wir haben hier 43% Alkohol. Wollte Whiskyhase gerade wissen, nicht 46, sind 43. Ja, und ansonsten weiß man nicht so viel davon. Aber spannend. Ich würde sagen, wir halten mal die Nase rein. Also ich glaube, ihr macht das schon fleißig, ne? Maxim hat, glaube ich, gerade ein paar Technikprobleme. Er wird bestimmt jetzt gleich wieder dazukommen. So, was sind eure Eindrücke?
Frische Trauben.
Ja, frische Trauben.
Also sehr frisch fruchtig so.
Ich finde es total erstaunlich, dass der für 3 Jahre überhaupt keine Jugend in der Nase hat.
Absolut. Absolut. Der liegt mir oder ich habe 0 Alkohol in der Nase. Also wirklich
Nee,
gar nicht. Der ist
also er hat
total, ja,
nur
also,
43%, ne? Aber
aber trotzdem.
welcome back.
Okay, sorry, I can't join with my computer and my phone is 3% now too and go very deep. I don't understand why it's not working with my computer. I have done a video this morning, so very sorry about that.
So our first intention was it has only 3 years, but there's no youth in it. It is very fruity, very interesting, very good nose. Very nice.
Thanks. But yeah, the goal also is to share that there is not only we can like do good whiskey and also young whiskey. After all the other products are more aged and with different like type of cask, but when we work on the field, on the barley, etc., we can't if we lose the if you age in like complicated cask like wine cask, for example, you lose this aspect, and also you lose the subtleties between it.
Jetzt spendet man nochmal aus. Hase kriegen wir bestimmt hin. Aber glaub mir, es wird auch noch besser heute. Ja, cheers. Ich habe schon wieder das Französische. I already forgot
Cheers.
the French word for it. I think he's gone again. Ich glaube, er ist schon wieder weg. Ja, zum Wohl. Santé war das Wort, okay. Ja, mein Französisch ist nicht gut. Eigentlich nicht vorhanden.
Santé heißt quasi Gesundheit.
Ah, okay. Boah, der ist aber lecker. Hui.
Der ist sehr lecker, der ist sehr süß. Also der hat, wie soll ich sagen, Flasche hinstellen, wegtrinken.
Aber für einen 3-Jährigen, Respekt.
Ja, der macht Spaß.
Mhm. Ja, ich sage ja, das ist eine sehr, sehr coole Brennerei. Die machen so vieles Spannendes.
Das ist auch so likörartig, ne?
Ja, viel Süße, viel Frucht. Ich habe wieder die Birne. Ich habe aber auch, da bin ich, glaube ich, bei deiner grünen Pflaume so ein bisschen, aber die Mirabelle, was ja auch passt für die Region.
Absolut.
Hase schreibt auch.
Kann ich verstehen, dass man den abnehmen wollte.
Ja, verstehe ich auch. Also ich glaube tatsächlich, wenn man den auch viel länger hätte liegen lassen, dann wäre wahrscheinlich irgendwann auch dieser Tannineinfluss da reingekommen und dann hätte es dem auch irgendwie so seine Eigenart genommen.
Mhm. Und der hat auch was von Zuckerwatte und so.
Ja, schon cool. Was sagt der Chat denn? Also hier wird schon die Reihenfolge geschrieben.
Dann die 1.
Ja, also wie gesagt, ich war im...
Preise von den Whiskys, Manuel?
Wie bitte?
Hast du Preise von den Whiskys?
Oh nee, das habe ich nicht mehr. Ich muss gestehen, wir haben Ich habe gar nicht so sehr auf die Preise geguckt, sondern ich habe mit ihm den Austausch gemacht, weil die wussten nicht, dass ich komme. Die kannten mich auch vorher nicht. Ich bin da rein, habe gesagt, hi, ich mache YouTube. Ich würde gerne ein Tasting mit euch machen, habt ihr Bock? Und dann war erstmal wildes Gewusel, bis sie jemanden gefunden hatten, der sich zutraut, das auf Englisch mit mir zu machen. Da hat der Maxim sich dann erbarmt und hat gesagt, ja cool, machen wir, habe ich richtig Bock drauf. Und dann sind wir zusammen durch den Shop gegangen und haben überlegt, was können wir eigentlich in das Tasting bringen. Er hat mich gefragt, was mich interessiert. Ich habe ihn
Ja,
gefragt, was er gerne auch präsentieren würde. So ist dieses Line-Up entstanden. Also für mich waren 2 Flaschen, die ich haben wollte. Er hat 2 Flaschen gesagt, die er gerne mit reinnehmen würde, wo unter anderem der bei ist.
ja,
Und dann haben wir noch 2 genommen, wo wir gesagt haben, okay, was könnten wir noch mit reinpacken, was passt, was ist preislich okay. Ich habe aber gar nicht auf die Preise geguckt, sondern ich habe gesagt, komm, das soll ein geiles Tasting werden. Ich packe das jetzt ein und irgendwie kriege ich es los und wenn nicht, trinke ich selber. Ich hatte mehr
ja,
Lust, ein Tasting zu machen, als dass ich geguckt habe, ob ich damit jetzt irgendwie was verdiene.
ja. Geht nur darum, falls man davon jetzt was haben möchte, dass man so eine Vorstellung kriegt.
Wir fragen ihn gleich, wenn er da ist. Ich hoffe, das klappt bei ihm jetzt gleich nochmal irgendwann. Wir machen aber jetzt kurz Schoki-Pause. Also jeder von euch sollte ja wieder ein Täfelchen Schokolade und eine kleine mit Schoko überzogene Kaffeebohne im Paket gehabt haben. Machen wir kurz Schoki-Pause. Ich muss mich zurückhalten, den nicht auszutrinken, ne? Das ist schlimm.
Ja, da bin
Habe
ich
ich
bei dir.
selten bei einem Tasting. Habe ich sehr selten bei einem Tasting. Oh, leider nichts im Paket, schreibt Gerrit. Also ich habe Bilder gesehen, da war was drin.
Ja, bei mir war es drin.
Okay. Gerrit, das tut mir sehr leid. Der Organic kostet auf der Homepage 49,90, schreibt der Hase.
Was hat der für
Der
Eckdaten an, wie viel Alkohol hat denn der?
Der hat entspannte 43%.
Wie alt ist
Und
der?
der steht nicht drauf.
Ach so.
Was?
No age.
Ja, er hat eben gesagt, dass er 3 Jahre alt ist.
Ah,
Drauf steht nichts. Er hat eben gesagt, er ist 3 Jahre alt.
der
Ja.
Organic.
Der Organic. Nee, bei dem Organic hat er gesagt, der ist 6 bis 7 Jahre alt.
Ah, okay.
Bei der Grundreifung.
Und die Prozente wollte ich gerade aufschreiben. Das waren dann nicht 43.
Der Organic hat 42%.
Ah, okay.
Und
Gut.
der hier hat 43%.
43,
3 Jahre alt. Ich habe Flasche Nummer 130 von wie vielen? Keine Ahnung. Matrose schreibt bisher sehr lecker, bin äußerst positiv überrascht. Ja, das freut mich. Ich war, nachdem ihr die ersten Fotos in den Chat geschrieben habt, habe ich gedacht so, die sind aber alle sehr hell. Aber ich habe ja schon in der Brennerei probiert und war mir schon sicher, das heißt nicht unbedingt was. Und bis jetzt fühle ich mich bestätigt.
Ja.
So. Ich hoffe, Maxim kommt jetzt gleich wieder rein. Falls nicht, muss ich ein bisschen improvisieren. Ich werde jetzt einfach schon mal so ein bisschen was auch zur Brennerei erzählen. Er hat mir ein paar Fotos geschickt. Ich gucke einfach mal, ich blende das mal ein. Also das ist so, vorne sieht man das Brennereigebäude, im Hintergrund sieht man die Felder, die alle zur Brennerei gehören und diesen kleinen Hügel, den man sieht, das ist ein alter Vulkan und dadurch haben die nämlich auch verschiedene Terroirs, weil sie nämlich auch diese Vulkanböden haben, aber auch Böden, die nichts mit dem Vulkan zu tun haben. Das ist schon ganz spannend. Ja, das ist einfach nur. Das ist eines der Fasslager. Man stapelt gar nicht so sehr hoch, sondern man hat das wirklich nur so zweireihig. Fand ich auch ganz interessant. Ist ein idyllisches kleines Dörfchen. Also man braucht, glaube ich, keine 5 Minuten, um da durchzufahren. Alles Handarbeit. Hier sieht man nochmal die Familie Dudic. Ich glaube Dudic. Ich habe es irgendwo gelesen gerade. Hier stand es drauf. Dupont, keine Ahnung. Das sind Mutter, Vater und ich glaube die 3 Söhne. Und ich finde es total spannend. Das sind wirklich die Felder, die zur Brennerei gehören, wo man selber die Gerste anbaut, mit verschiedenen Gerstensorten arbeiten kann. Und man macht wirklich vom Feld bis in die Flasche. Man hat eine eigene Melzerei. Man macht alles selber. Wirklich alles. Von ich baue das Barley an, bis ich fülle die Flaschen ab. Und das ist selten geworden. Ich kenne es, glaube ich, so in der Form. In dem Extremen, dass einem sogar die Felder gehören, kenne ich es, glaube ich, gar nicht. So, da ist er wieder. Welcome back.
Ich
You
würde,
hear me?
ich würde
Yes,
vermuten, Allee du Pic
Do
würde
you
das
hear me now?
yes, I hear you.
Ah, amazing. Sorry, I find that I think it should be better.
Okay, perfect. So I was talking a little bit about the distillery because we didn't know how long it would take. So I talked a little bit about my visit in the summer holidays there, about that you have the fields, that you grow the barley by yourself, and that you have the whole process in your own hands, that you have malting floors as well. But maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this.
Yeah. So yeah, the field, what it's a farmer. So and you do also barley for for malt also in Germany, but for malting it's quite rare. You don't see it at the distillery because it's at 35 minutes drive from the distillery. But we are one of the only distillery in the world to do 100% of our malt ourselves, and that's not common, and it's not for marketing. We do 100% of each step by our own, and the malting, it's not floor malting. It's we do the malting in tunnels. It's a quite unique process because we malt in continue. It's not by batch. It's not on the floor or other stuff. It's in tunnels, and so the goal, maybe I think each people here know why we do malting. It's to transform the starch into sugar, because if there is no sugar, no fermentation and no alcohol. So we need these steps because no sugar in cereals, so it's quite important. And so the goal is to make things that it's the spring to the barley. So we do that artificially in tunnels, and so each tunnels is with different temperature. The process is 5 or to 6 days, and so here we can malt ourselves. Maybe you have some picture, but to share. But the each field, yeah, it looks like that. But yeah, it's outside, and you have like on the
No, I
right the silo. And here you have the tunnels, and each field have a different size, and so we can't do the same batch per field. So we have to imagine this process, because one field is 10 hectares, the other one is 2, the other one is 35, so it changes, and so we can't put in one batch one field, and so these systems can allow us to be more flexible on that, and we can also pit the malt ourselves, so it's quite unique too.
And where do you get your peat from?
Oh, it's a hard question, because it's forbidden in France, and I think in Germany too now, because like it's low for environmental, so I understand this law, but it's mostly for the house, like oven the house. So peat for whiskey, it's small production, and it's quite. It's also very very small in France because France is not famous for its peated whiskey, but so we have to buy it, and it was in Scotland at the beginning, but now since the Brexit, so I think 6 years ago or 7 years, we buy it from Karpat, so in Poland.
In Poland.
It's big. You know that some the people use peat also for gardening, for
Okay.
make fruits, for feed the plants, and so you have it like everyone have it on his house, but the most important production are in Poland, and so we are now since 6 or 7 years in the same village in Poland, the same size. So we get the pits but it's represent like maybe one truck each 2 years, maybe something like that. So it's quite small volume. For
Okay. I don't have a picture, I think. Maybe no.
on the
On the bottom right. Okay. Unten rechts.
it's Jean-Christophe is the director of the malting plant, and so there are 3 guys at the malting plant, and it's working all the year, even the weekend, even by night. It's in continue, so never stop. And this guy was not from malting when we start, so 10 years ago, and he learned everything himself, and it was quite hard because it's another job. When we say, okay, let's do the malting ourselves, it's not easy. It's another job, so you need to learn.
Yes.
And you fail, and when you fail, you learn. So, but it was tough because we need to invest a lot in production at the beginning because it was not working as we thinking at the beginning. But now, since 5-6 years now, it's very nice. We have
Nice.
nice malt. Yeah.
Speaking of peat, our next whiskey, Number 5, also Sample Nummer 5, bitte achten. Sample Nummer 5 ist jetzt der nächste. Sample Number 5. So this one is a little bit peaty. I saw something like 6 ppm.
6, yeah. So this one, it's clay limestone field. So more field, more mineral. You have it. I get it here. So here it is the box. You have all the map from all the orchard, and the distillery is there. And here you are trying the whiskey, which has maybe it's 1 kilometer from the distillery, the field.
This one.
And yeah, and so it's it's close to the orchard on the top of the village, and it's the clay limestone like surface terroir where the orchard and where the Mirabelle plum are growing. And usually in this type of whiskey, we feel the mineral aspect at the end, and the clay will give like something very fruity at the beginning. So like it's quite a good balance between fruitness and the end, a little bit more salty mineral, and you have the peat at the end for the length. So it's quite a nice whiskey.
So, jetzt muss ich mal kurz auf Deutsch, I have to tell it in German.
Ja.
Hier steht alles auf der Flasche drauf. Da steht genau, welches Feld es ist, wie groß das ist, 8,9 Hektar. Dann steht genau, welches Getreide oder welche Sorte Getreide da drauf steht. Da steht echt alles drauf. Es ist mega cool. Also das nenne ich mal Transparenz. Da geht's weiter mit der Reifung, wann, wie, was, wo reingefüllt wurde. Also, wenn sich jemand Transparenz wünscht, this is the way. This is transparency.
Yeah.
You have everything you need to know. Which field, which type of barley, everything. Nice.
So
Very-
as the other as the second whiskey, we have it's quite a young one, so 3 years again, to don't have too much wood on this one. So it's the third one that we try. We are agree. You don't try a port and the beer cask finish yet.
yeah, you told me this order. Is it correct?
Yeah, no, it's perfect. No, it's perfect. It's to be sure because I was off, so I
No,
was
it's
afraid to-
the third whiskey for us today.
Okay, perfect. And so yeah, you have like again the fruity notes at the beginning and something more mineral at the end, and slightly peated, but again the pear, again a little bit the peach, the plum, like it's very the signature of the history.
How old is it? I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
5 years?
No, it's this one is 3 years only. It's all the single field whiskey is 3 years.
Okay, because you said something like 2019.
It's the
Okay, when it grows, when the barley grows.
yeah,
Malt?
you know, and now you see that it's long time work because
Okay.
you lose 1 year between harvesting, between put the grain in the ground and harvesting, and after 1 year for malting distillation, and after you wait 3 years before bottling. So it's like 3 years and a half, maybe something like that.
Spannend.
I will try it again with you.
Ich habe das gerade mal mit dem Google Translator übersetzt. Also tatsächlich, am 22. Februar wurde das Getreide ausgesät. Am 24. Juli wurde es geerntet. Dann kam es also 2019, dann kam es im Februar 2020 in die Melzerei und im Mai 2020 wurde es destilliert und dann wurde 2024. Also ganz ehrlich, ne, das ist doch mal Transparenz, wie wir uns das wünschen. Mega cool.
But at the nose, you have like something a little bit more on the cereals than the first one, for example. Something more.
Okay. Price on the website is $69.90 in ounce. I got questioned about the second one. What's the price of this? Do you know it?
Oh, it's close to that. I don't remember exactly, but it's close to 70, I think.
Habe ich richtig verstanden? Ausverkauft?
Nee, 70 Euro. Also er glaubt um die 70 Euro. But do you still have some bottles of the second one?
Oh yeah, we try to like have a lot of bottle at the distillery. Don't sell it at the others, but yeah, because we like have a big range in the distillery. But yeah, we still have a little bit. The second one is mostly the end. It's not out of stock, but not a lot of more.
Andreas kriegt eine Sammelbestellung und fährt nächstes Wochenende rüber. Okay. Wie war das? Ich hab schon wieder.
Wodka Santé.
Santé.
So it's again 43 ABV. So quite good balance, but the pit at the end like give a little bit more power.
I
And
haven't had
also
any
like
of the peat at the nose, but now
Yeah.
in the taste, you find it.
it's very
Nice.
light. It's very
Yes.
but it give like something more fresh, you know, a little bit mint or pepper, maybe.
I think it fits perfectly to the weather today, like a rainy day. You want to sit on your couch with
Yeah.
the fire on and have this whiskey in your glass. Perfect. My uncle, who was with us at the distillery, says tastes very good.
And
Curious.
I don't know if you have scanned the QR code there.
No, I haven't. Should I?
But yeah, you will see the Google Maps localization from the field and like more information about what we did in the field, in the cask, etc. So quite nice.
Doesn't want to. Philipp, was ist deine Meinung?
Ja, hier habe ich jetzt After Eight nicht nur in der Nase, sondern auch im Mund. Also Wahnsinn. Super spannend.
Again after 8?
Ja. Aber
Okay.
diesmal volle Kanne.
And at the nose, I have something like a cake. You know, the when you put out the cake from the oven. The yogurt cake, classic one.
Schön, auch sehr lecker. Ganz, ganz minimal Rauch. In der Nase hatte ich den gar nicht. Hier jetzt so ganz bisschen, aber auch wieder die Süße, die Früchte, also auch richtig lecker.
So the QR code is not working with my phone. I don't know why.
Sorry.
Maybe it's
I have no more battery.
no problem. So third whiskey of the evening, third good whiskey.
Right.
You should bring more whiskey to Germany.
Yeah. We start. It's a long time, you know. Like it's like all the great whiskey house do a long time. They are since a long time in our country. Why you have like the brands that I love too, like Ardbeg, Lafroig, Springbank, etc. It's amazing whiskey, but they are there since 100 years. So
Yes,
it's
but
hard to. Yeah, we need to take time, distillation, wait, and try to do what we
but
like.
you definitely have the ability of your whiskey. I'm looking forward to it, to see more of your whiskey in Germany.
But it's thanks
Otherwise,
to guys like you that we are now.
Otherwise, I have to visit my cousin more often to come to you.
Yeah. We are
Manuel,
not far.
wie alt ist der Whisky?
3 Jahre.
Auch 3 Jahre.
3 years. Only 3 years, but very, very good.
When my father started to make whiskey, he said, we can't do like a 10 years or 20 years old whiskey, so we need to improve each steps before to have the best whiskey young. And if we do that after, it's easy.
Yes.
So when we start, so it was 25 years ago, but now it's the beginning. The last whiskey that you have, it's a little bit more aged, and we will see what's happened after.
Here's the question: Is Rozelieures 2026 at the village in Nuremberg again?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are?
Yes, I think when it's the beginning of the year, no?
Yes, in February, I think.
I think it will be me.
Perfect. Then
I have done it like 2 years ago. Last year it was my little brother.
I will be there as well.
Ah, nice. I need to come, so. I think we'll be there, yeah.
Nice. So, this was number 5. Now we go to number 3. Number 3 is special because number 3 is a single cask. And number 3 is one which I picked. It was one of my choices because I saw this bottle at Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was very curious because it's a very special cask. It's a Bier Imperial Saison cask.
And
But one first question: why do we have different shapes of bottles?
because we have changed, a few months ago. So like the things that you have bottled before and after. So
This
the
is
new
the new
bottle
one?
is this one. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So you have like collector's bottles now.
So this is the single cask. I hope you can see it.
Yeah. So it's a small brewery, Piggy Brewing. So the brewery is at 35 minutes from the distillery. Is a little bit quite famous for their NIPA. So NIPA, it's like between a fruity beer and a IPA. So it's not heavily, how do you say in English? Amer. It's not on the hops too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a good balance between hops and like the fruity notes of the beer. And so you feel it. So it's a finish because integral aging on beer, it's engaged, and so we try to find balance. And what is nice, it was also a Calvados cask before, so the cask was Calvados beer, and after Rozelieures whiskey. So you feel like the pear notes a little bit again, and the apple finally. And also you have like the beer notes at the end.
But we have tried many beer cask whiskies, and many of them you don't even recognize the beer. But here you really have a beer influence. I like that.
It's hard to find balance in whiskey with beer because it really depends of the beers that you have before, and also about the time that you wait in the beer cask. Yeah. If you wait too much time, you have too much hops, and it's something it's too dry. So.
Andreas?
Also wenn ich da die Nase reinhalte, habe ich wirklich das Gefühl, ich treffe gleich den Schaum vom Bier, so wie das riecht.
Schon so ein bisschen dieses Herbe, aber trotzdem nicht zu herb, ne? Da kommt trotzdem noch so eine leichte fruchtige Note. Ich finde es mega. Philipp ist erstaunlich ruhig geworden. Ich glaube, er genießt einfach nur noch.
Ich finde es super spannend. Es setzt mich tatsächlich zurück. So ein bisschen an meinen ersten Whisky in einem Tasting. Und ich habe hier nicht nur das Bier, ich habe hier halt diese typischen fruchtigen IPA-Noten, ne? IPA-Noten, ganz klar. Tropische Früchte ist einfach ein bisschen Ananas.
Garrett says at the beginning he had
Yeah.
the beer cask influence, then he had this sour green apple at the nose,
Yeah.
and it's interesting mixture of Calvados and beer cask.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little bit smoky. It has 6 ppm as well.
Yeah. But you feel less it than the ones before, for me, because maybe there is also a little bit more aged, and the beer and the Calvados cask like give more fruits. I don't know, but you feel it less for me than the ones before.
So how old is this one? Like 4 to 5 years?
Yeah, exactly. It's so I think it's 4 years in bourbon and cognac cask, like each whiskeys that we do, and we do a finish of 6 months, more than 6 months in beer cask, between 1 and 6 months.
Santé.
Santé.
Okay.
I open the bottle for you.
Boah.
We have like constantly 20 to 21 viewers at the moment. It's good.
Nice.
And it's a good. It has a strong entrance. I like it very much.
Was ist ein Weihnachtswhisky? Bier-Schokolade.
Aber voll, ne? 46%.
Total das Bier. Schön.
Boah.
Ja, aber im Geschmack würde ich jetzt eher schon fast auf so ein leichtes, dunkles Rauchbier gehen.
Ja.
So, als wenn man Guinness rauchig machen würde.
Mundgefühl, Guinness fast, ja.
Yeah, chocolate
Dann-
is crazy. You have it a lot.
Was mich total überrascht, egal, also alles, was auf der Homepage zu finden ist, es gibt ja keine Flasche, die mehr als 70 € kostet.
Ja, warte mal ab.
Also von dem, was auf der Homepage zu sehen ist.
Ja, also wir gehen gleich auch mal mit einem noch teurer. Deutlich teurer. Whiskey Rabbit is asking, why is the Banyuls and the Ex-Porto not available in Germany?
It's and you have also in Germany things that we don't have in France. Also that crazy stuff, and the people are crazy about that because we have
I think in Germany,
to be transparent, we have a distributor in France and a distributor in Germany. They are different. And in France, we sell a lot of bottles, and so it's more easy to turn the limited edition, so to innovate, etc. And so the German guys want to choose this own, more adapted also to the market, and sometimes he want to finish the stock before buy another one. But it's the game. It's hard to follow. And when you go in Scotland, you find a lot of bottles that you don't have in Europe.
but I think in Germany, so far, you only get the core range of Rozelieures, correct?
Yeah, core range. We have an extraordinary Chassagne Montrachet cask. I'm crazy about that because we have only one cask, and so our importer buy it. He came at the distillery, try a lot of cask in the warehouse, and say this one is from my country, and it's a crazy cask from Burgundy. So Chassagne Montrachet is not very famous, but it's quite a really nice part of Burgundy. They do crazy wine, and the whiskey is terrific. Okay.
I really have to hold myself back to not drink all the glasses empty, but it's very good whiskey, I have to tell you.
But in November, I think there will be new stuff.
If not, we have to talk, and everyone from my community can get something. I will come to your place first, and then we can go together to Nürnberg.
I don't understand German, but I think I can have an idea.
We can arrange something, I guess. So, do you want to tell a little bit more about your idea with the terroirs?
Yeah, with pleasure. So we have like 5, I think it's right here. We have four different terroirs. We have 4 different terroirs with the clay, the limestones.
Geil, jetzt habe ich mich selbst rausgeworfen. I cancelled myself. I wanted to do this so you can show.
Oh yeah. So we have like different. We have 27 fields around the distillery, and what is very interesting, maybe you have like a key visual from the like not a map but a drawing from in geology what's happened on the PPT, I think. No? No.
Oh,
It's
I don't
me.
have it.
No, sorry. And but we are close to an old volcano. So it's
this
maybe
one.
Manuel, you see it. Yeah, it's not the Mont Fuji, you know. It's a very small one, but he's here. And why he's here? It's because we are at the end of the clay limestone part from Lothringen, where there is the orchard. And after you go down, and there you have more salty, vegetal ground and clay. And after it's the mountain of the Vosges, and it's more like rock, granite, and what is interesting here in Rozelieures is that all the fields are different, and it's quite nice because at the beginning we have done the malting plant just to like control all the process and to have the story, and because it's interesting to do the malt ourselves. But my father, when they at the beginning when they change the field, they say, "Oh, it's weird because we don't have the same whiskey and we don't change the parameters." At the beginning, it was the difference was more on the variety, and after he do the try with same variety but different field, and he say, "Oh, it's crazy." So we try to improve. We do that since 7 years now, so we have quite new feedback, but it's hard because when you work on the field, you can't do only barley. You know, it's not like wine. Wine, you can have wine on the same field each year, but for cereals, you need to turn. So one time it will be corn or sunflower or other cereals with extra.
Yes, wheat rye, maybe.
So we need to turn, and so you have to wait 4 or 5 years to do again barley on the same field. So maybe we need to work between 1,000 of years, and have to say really this field give this flavor, this variety give this flavor, etc. So it's quite the beginning. It's like more experimental stuff when we do product like that. But it's quite interesting because we don't talk only about cask. We talk also about the raw material, so the barley, because we do only single malt for sure.
Whiskey Bubbler is asking if you still have your laser show at the distillery, and I can say yes, they have, and it's open.
yeah, you know it. A lot of people came.
Yes, he was there in
You have a
2018.
nice community. Maybe we need to rent a car, a bus, and you came.
Speaking of that, we are doing a class trip once a year with the community to
Okay.
visit a distillery for a whole weekend, where we do
Nice.
like 1 or 2 tastings, where we can see the distilleries, walk the fields, and especially at your place would be interesting with the malting tunnels. I think this should be an option for the coming years. I think next year we have something, but maybe in 2027 or something like this. We should talk about this.
Yeah, and and we also can see, for example, the first whiskey that we drink, also organic, is storage. We have like 6 warehouse, and one of the warehouse where we put the organic barrels. It's not this one, but we storage like in old military fort from the before the First World War. So it was a big bunker from the 1870, was built in 1870, and so we storage like it's 20 meters underground.
Wow.
And we have like thousands of casks there. It's a crazy place.
Okay, I think we should come to visit you for more than a day. Do you have hotels in the close by?
But it's again at 30 minutes, so you need the day for visit.
Yeah, no problem. Do you have hotels close to your distillery?
For sure, yeah.
Perfect.
I can consider.
Okay, now we have whiskey number 4, which is one of my favorite cask types. You all know that. Whiskey Fut unique. I don't speak very good French
No,
accent.
you're great. You're great. I understand. So.
Ex Fut du Porto.
Yeah.
So Podcast, wenn ich das richtig verstehe.
Podcast and Fut unique means single cask, for sure.
Okay. So I have found this whiskey base ID, but this is not the correct whiskey base ID because it should be in different cask, because this whiskey base ID has only 120 bottles or something, and here we have 380 bottles.
Yeah, I have the same one. Yeah, and that's why now we put the number of the cask on the bottles. We like to, like on the new ones, we give the variety. We give it, if it's a first fill or second fill, we put like the number of the cask, how many bottles we sold, like everything.
So again,
this one, it's not a finish, it's an integral aging. So quite crazy.
An integral, what's that?
It's not a finish. It's like we just distill the spirit.
So it's a fuel
put it in the cask and not touch.
Okay, full maturation.
Yeah, full maturation, yeah.
Okay. 46%. Do you have anything in cask strength? I haven't seen anything.
Yes, we have one, but I think we have bottled it. We put it. We do 1 cask strength per year, and I think we bottle it like few weeks after you come.
Oh no. Okay, no problem.
It's a Moscatel cask from Integral Aging, 35 ppm, like quite nice. 8 shells.
So, Dark Spirits Brewed asks how old this one is.
This one is 7 years. it was so as I explained, it's a ruby port, but and aging again in the military force. This one, and it's so yeah, 7 years. I was I chose it before bottling this one. It was when I it's maybe one of the first release that I have done. So quite happy of this one. So unpitied, yes, 7 years. So very wet warehouse, and it's funny because you have again chocolate, but like even more than the ones before.
I have chocolate.
But
I have a little bit of cherry.
yeah, cherry, like the nuts.
Wie viel Alkohol hat der denn?
46%.
Mhm.
46% percent ABV.
Ich habe da ganz viel Walnuss.
Hm?
Weiß auch nicht. Ich habe da Walnuss.
Mhm. Tolle Nase wieder. Also,
Ich habe da wieder so die halbe Kirmes drin an Süßigkeiten.
Kirmes, also so Jahrmarkt-Süßigkeiten habe ich jetzt gar nicht so sehr. Ich habe diesen kandierten Apfel. Diesen rot kandierten Apfel. Und dazu wirklich Kirsche, Schokolade. Chat ist sehr ruhig geworden. The chat is very silent. I don't know if it's a good sign because they are enjoying it. So we have 56.7 euros at the distillery homepage. So very good prices, I think.
Yeah, we try to be like not too much. We want to be at the good price, and after the people like chose or not. But most of the whiskey are on this range. We have like several whiskey close to 40, but like all the limited edition, single cask, single field, are or the pitted are close to this price. Yeah.
So now I have chocolate and a little bit of tobacco.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Mhm.
I can just nose this whiskey for ages. Whiskey Rabbit is asking if there's no one selling Rozelieures in Germany at the moment. I think you said we have a German distributor. It's what was the name? Ferrand? No.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Ferrand, okay. Yes, Ferrand is doing it in Germany, but they only have like the core range.
Oh, there is like some single cask. There is I think they have a Chassagne Montrachet, and I think there is also a PX cask
Okay.
in
I
stock.
haven't seen it anywhere yet. I have
And I
seen
think
them
they
on like
will.
2 whiskey festivals, but they had only the core range.
Okay.
Santé.
Santé. But usually
Okay.
I do Limburg in the whiskey fair. I do Limburg and Nuremberg. And when I have done Limburg and Nuremberg, like the first day, at the end of the first day, there is no more single cask. So yeah, they present the
Yeah,
core range.
Limburg is crazy. Limburg,
Yeah.
I love Limburg. Well, you just picked my 2 favorite festivals in Germany, Limburg and Nuremberg.
Yeah. And what do you think about Inter whiskey?
Inter whiskey,
It's nice too.
I don't know. I've
But
been there
there is
only once when they
all
were
the
in
big brands
Frankfurt.
are there.
Yes,
We have
but
done it one time.
I think the problem with the Inter whiskey is that they have the big brands, but only the big brands.
Yeah.
Most of the small brands are not there. So there are other interesting festivals in Germany, I think. Inter
Oh,
whiskey
yes.
is a good festival, but there are some other interesting festivals.
Yeah, I prefer the Limbo on Nuremberg. And there is no more space, and all the brands are there. So
Whiskey Rabbit wants to buy some of my open bottles from this tasting today. So, what do you all think about the port cask whiskey after you tasted it?
yes, Mr. Nosbeer is that. Yeah, found Deutschland.
Philipp, Andreas, was sagt ihr geschmacklich zu dem?
Noch so ein bisschen unentschieden. Ist für mich tatsächlich bisher, also für mich persönlich der schwächste heute Abend. Ich weiß noch nicht, woran es liegt.
Ich habe eine Idee. Ich sag gleich was dazu.
Also ich habe so Karamell irgendwie jetzt noch und ein bisschen was Herbes. Der schmeckt mir gut, aber der kommt an 2 und an dem Bierwhisky nicht vorbei.
Richtig, also
Gerrit schreibt, mein Favorit bisher, tolle Fruchtnoten. Und es geht bei mir in eine ähnliche Richtung. Ich mag ihn geschmacklich sehr, sehr gerne. Er geht sehr in das, was ich gerne trinke. Für mich verliert er hier aber so ein bisschen den Brennereicharakter. Also alles, was Maxim vorher erzählt hat, geht in dem so ein bisschen verloren. Der ist super lecker, aber von denen, die wir bis jetzt heute hatten, am austauschbarsten.
der ist so beliebig vielleicht. Also der könnte von jeder anderen Distillerie kommen quasi.
Genau, so würde ich es auch sagen. So we just said, because we had several different opinions about this one, and we just said this one is quite tasty. It's a very, very good whiskey, but it loses a little bit about what makes Rozelieures, what is the distillery character. From like the first 4 whiskeys we had today, you have everywhere the same like distillery character, and this one loses it a little bit. This one could be from a different distillery and you wouldn't recognize it.
Yeah,
so
it's
very
the wine
good whiskey.
cask. Yeah, wine cask and integrating. So you have only the ports, heavily port cask who are there and nothing more. But you will see the last one, you lose completely the the DNA. So again, another stuff.
So we've talked about the barley. We have talked about this distilling process, about the malting tunnels. How long do you ferment your?
So
whiskey?
we use this. So first, the brewing we use the same brewing since the beginning, and we have increased. I don't know, the production is crazy between the beginning and now. We do like maybe we increase like 100 times the brewing between 15 years ago and now, maybe, because at the 5 or 7 years first year we make the beer from another guy. So the first Rozelieures was make with the first beer was make outside of Rozelieures, because we just have the pot still, and we invest after on the brewing like 15 years ago, and in the malting plant like 10 years ago. And so the brewing, we have the same tank than the beginning, and we just optimize it when you see at the brewing, like all the fermentation parts, we automatize everything. And so now we are happy to say that we are in the same tank. So it's a small tank, and we use also the same yeast, like from the beginning. So same yeast from Fermentis. It's a Belgian, it's a French producer, but now they are produced in Belgium. The yeast, it's one of the two famous producer of yeast. It's the same one, and like last week I buy 2 other yeasts for trying, for having fun.
Okay.
So happy
Interesting.
to try new stuff. And we do like 1 week fermentation, so
Okay.
6 or 7 days, so quite long. We have a real fermentation from 2 or 3 days, and after we put the wash in another tank. Well, no control. We don't control the temperature. It's an open tank, and
Yeah, it's
we
an
let
open
it like 4 days like that to have more ester, like other, like another aromatic, and after we distill it. Yeah, so yeah, 6-7 days are quite long.
And at which ABV do you go to the cask?
And so the average is close to 70 out when we stop distillation, and after we add water to go to 60, and
Okay.
we fill the cask at 60. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
So quite low, but we have and my when we do like long aging, and because we have a lot of wet warehouse, it's going too down. So we are maybe for the long aging we will increase a little bit. So
Speaking of long aging, we have the last one. We have a dark one.
Yeah.
We have the Rozelieures 18 years French wine cask. And this is the color.
Yeah, natural color.
Natural color.
For sure. Everything is natural color. Yeah, the story of this one is crazy. So very happy. It's the oldest whiskey that we have ever bottled. So it's crazy to have it that you can try it today. It's a good gift from your friend because it's crazy. It's 3 casks. It's 3 wine casks and full aging in this cask. So it's Sauternes, Condrieu, and Saint-Joseph. So 3 wine cask and French wine cask, and aged in a very dry warehouse. It was at the beginning when we produced whiskey, so it was in 2006, and we put the cask on the roof of the distillery, like close to the roof, and so a lot of evaporation. And in each cask there is only 20 liters on the cask. So
20 liters
there
left.
is close to 60 liters of this one only.
Wow. So what size were the casks?
250 liters.
Wow. So you had like 90% angel share.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
it was close to the roof. And so that's why you have all this concentration. You have a ratio taste
This explains the price, I have to say.
Yeah.
I was a little bit wondering what's the price about, but with knowing this, like you have like more than 90% angel share, I can
Yeah.
get the price.
And in 2006, so we start distilling in 2000, and in 2007 we have sold our first bottle. So when it was distilled in 2006, we have not already sold a bottle. So here you have a whiskey. My father don't know if it will be works or not on the market, and if the people will enjoy it. So like it's something quite unique there. So it's a
You
great
allowed
gift.
to taste it at the distillery, and I was stunned because it was so good, and I needed to have this one on the tasting. So this one was my second choice. I said this one must be in the tasting.
Wie viel Alkohol hat der?
Ich glaube auch 46. No, 53,2. 53.2% ABV.
Yeah, and it's not a cask strength. You know, when it's a dry warehouse, you evaporate also water. So you and when it's very dry, you sometimes it's like the bourbon in Kentucky. You can evaporate more water than alcohol sometimes.
Yes.
So
So the ABV goes up.
yeah, and when you see like the history of this product, sometimes it go to 61, 62, and after go down to 59. But we add some water just to go to 53 because it was too strong, too heavy, very dark. So some water give more like acceptability too.
This one is just amazing.
Der preislich?
The price of this one is, I'm not sure to remember it correctly, but I think it's like 340 euros.
Yeah, you're correct.
340 Euro.
And we have no more. We are out of stock since.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. It's go very very deep, and we have only like 5 bottles at the distillery, I think, but we sell it only to like 5 stars hotels or in Paris or in big cities. But we decided to keep a lot at the distillery, like hide.
But it's out of stock.
It depends who come.
If I come?
Yeah.
So Leute, tasting notes. Let me hear some tasting notes. I know you are all enjoying this one, but give me some tasting notes.
Also ich habe so einen leichten Speckmoment und so einen leichten, ja, so ein bisschen Maggi irgendwie, so die Richtung geht das. Aber angenehm.
Philipp hat nur noch die Augen zu.
Sind unglaublich spannend in der Nase. Kannst du auch nicht so ganz zuordnen, aber Speck und Liebstöcke bin ich dabei.
Ich habe gar nicht so viel Liebstöcke. Ich habe eher so eine, ich habe, was soll ich sagen, so eine dunkel fruchtige Bratensoße schon fast.
Passt auch, ja.
Also ich habe im Kopf, kennt wahrscheinlich der eine oder andere, wenn man so einen Braten hat, wo man so ein bisschen noch, wie heißen die, nicht Cranberries, was kriegt man dabei? Preiselbeeren. Someone is asking if you still have some at the distillery. He's asking for a friend.
No, I think we have like maybe again 5, 6 bottles, but we have hided it for like we don't know if the guys really do the effort to come at the distillery. Like, we don't want to make people feel bad.
Fleischiges, ne? Something.
Santé.
I don't have it, but I really know it. And the goal was to, like, we keep some bottles to make the people trying. Like, I prefer pour 1 CL from the people who came at the distillery more than to sell a bottle, you know. Like,
Boah, ist
make
der
the
gut.
people trying is more nice.
Boah, ist der gut, ne? Also, I have to say, this is one of my whiskies of the year.
Thanks.
Heute so kräftig ist er, denn ich hätte jetzt mehr Bitterkeit im Abgang erwartet. Tatsächlich, sehr gerne. Das ist ganz elegant.
But maybe you can try to put like a tip of water if you find it too powerful. But I know that here you are more.
I don't want to destroy it with water.
Oh.
This one is amazing.
It's also shares that what we can do if we wait a little bit. So we try to keep cask on the side to wait.
Yes, please do that.
Merci, Monsieur Nosbier. On rapprend les. We learn more the French class from.
Does it have peat? No.
We have 6 ppm. At
Oh,
the
6 ppm.
beginning, yeah, my father do only 6 or 35 ppm, so this one is 6. It's 3 casks from 6 ppm. And to be honest, we have 1 cask from this year, only 1 again, but it is full because it was like 6 different casks, and each time we have blended it. So we have again 1 cask, but it's now close to 20 years old, so quite happy. But we will wait because it's the oldest cask that we have, so we
But
don't
if
want
you bottle it, don't forget me.
for sure. Yeah, but the goal is to wait and like cross the finger, it will be not like destroyed, because sometimes it's happened, like a cask broke and you lose what there is inside. So you know the wood is it's like can move. So you have already traveled to Scotland with the team?
No.
No?
No, we are you mean the class trip? We are doing like mostly German distilleries so far.
Nice.
Next year we are going to Denmark.
To Stoning?
Yes.
Nice.
To
I love that.
Hinrichsen Farm on Sylt and then to Stoning. So we do
Nice.
2 distilleries in like 2 days.
Oh, cool. It's a nice distillery and nice malting floor too.
Yes. This year we have been to Hessiening Distillery in Germany.
Nice. Yeah.
And yeah, we do stuff like this and it's quite good.
There is a lot of distillery in Germany too now.
In
it's
France
crazy.
as well.
Yeah.
So as you know, you can click the link below, and then you can vote which whiskey was your favorite today.
Oh,
Maxime, you can do this as well if you want to.
okay, I will try.
And afterwards we can see the voting. Vielen Dank, Whisky Hase. Whisky Hase hat gerade 5 Mitgliedschaften verschenkt. So, das ist echt schwer heute mit der Reihenfolge, ne? Also ich
It's hard.
hm?
It's hard, no?
It's difficult because they were all good. But I think I have my vote. So guys, now you saw Roselier tasting. What's your opinion about the distillery? Was ist eure Meinung zu dem Tasting, zu der Brennerei? Ich glaube, viele von euch hatten vorher noch nichts von Roselier im Glas. Bin gespannt, was ihr sagt. Wie hat es euch gefallen? Schreibt es gerne mal in den Chat. Philipp, Andreas, ihr dürft natürlich auch gerne.
Ja, ich bin mehr als positiv überrascht. Also der Nummer 6 ist grandios, ist großartig. Definitiv. Ich muss sagen, mich hat allerdings Nummer 2 am meisten geholt. Da war dieser Terroir-Charakter, das Getreide irgendwie, das war für mich, da habe ich gedacht, ich bin mitten auf dem Feld und ernte die Gerste per Hand. Also das war, für mich hat mich das am meisten abgeholt, was Frankreich betrifft. Nummer 6 habe ich noch einiges im Glas, den werde ich jetzt noch weiter genießen. Der ist wirklich großartig. Der bleibt lange, das ist schon mein Geschmacksprofil.
Yeah.
Für mich war das, ja, ich hatte noch nie was von Roselier im Glas. Umso interessanter war es. Und es war insgesamt sehr lecker und es war nochmal eine ganz andere Kategorie als irischer und schottischer Whisky. Ja, also damit für mich gar nicht zu vergleichen, ja, aber umso interessanter und umso besser. Also es war wirklich ein Highlight-Tasting, muss ich sagen, weil es so eine komplett andere, ja, Distillerie-Charakter irgendwie mit sich bringt. Sehr, sehr schön.
So, everyone was positive about the tasting. Andreas just said it. You can't compare Roselier with Irish whiskey or Scottish whiskey. You have this unique character yourself, and it's very good whiskey you
For
produce.
sure. Yeah, it's like all the lot of distillery in Germany too. We distill in the same alembics than for fruits, so we have like something very different on character, and that's why it's also interesting. But we try it to make it with earth, and because we like whiskey, we like also Scotch or Irish, so we just want to do what we like. So we had fun for that. And just to know that we have like a lot of things who are quite crazy on the warehouse. I think you are interesting about more geek stuff. We have tried to like make like peated whiskey, but with other stuff than peat. For example, we have tried to smoke like peanuts, coffee, cacao, like
Wow.
crazy stuff on the
Maybe we
oven
should
with peat.
do a tasting next year again with stuff like this.
Okay. And also we have tried to age the cask like in the like tropical area, like since 5 years now, like in Maurice or in the French Iceland, in the French Caribbean, and also we have make a warehouse in the French Alps. So on the top of a lift at 2,000 meters. So quite crazy. Like we try to experiment a little bit. We go deeper in the process. Yeah.
I have no idea what is this comment about.
Je sais quand même he say, okay, nice. It's a nice comment. He say he was weird about, he was afraid about trying some French whiskey, but he's happy and say that it's quite good whiskey. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Dark Spirits.
And we have a second one.
La dégustation des super, je suis très content. He was happy.
Very good.
Thanks, guys, for listening, and thanks for coming.
Whisky Paris has something in the shop and sends to Germany. An online shop of the distillery is the 18-year-old possible to order. You can order the 18-year-old at the distillery, someone says here.
No, it's right on the website, but you can't order it. It's just for like price information and the tasting notes for the people who have already buy it. We do all the release on the website, even we are sold out or to have like a traceability.
I would love to give you the ranking, but we get still some votings. Already have 18 votings, so I will wait for a couple of more minutes. Maxime, was it your first YouTube tasting, or do you already had one in like France or something?
I think no, it's my first one on YouTube. Yeah, I already do meeting for like whiskey club, but for like everybody like that on YouTube, no, first time. I think my father already do it during COVID, and I see you have like the rum HSE, you know, the violet bottles on your back. It's a rum from Martinique, and we have done a lot of video with them during COVID. And
so the chat is saying that they really can order the bottle because they can put it in their card, and they can go until they have to put in their credit card informations. So 2 people said they could order a bottle right now, and that you should check if you don't have any left.
Yeah, I okay, we try it, but for me there is I think it was no, I don't know why. It's a mistake. I asked from the guys like 2 weeks ago to put it out, so I don't know why. Okay, I will check it tomorrow. Thanks.
So you have time until tomorrow to order it.
Go. No, it's really.
Okay, so we have the voting, I guess, like 19 votes we have. So the last place, of course, not because it's a bad whiskey, but because it was a nice starter, but the other ones were quite better. The last one, place number 6, is the Rozelieures Organic. Very good whiskey. After that, and this surprises me, is number 5.
Okay.
For me, it was the 3rd place. Then We have the
Beer.
beer cask.
Yeah.
And then we have the distillery exclusive. And second place, there you can see that my community loves podcast maturations, is the podcast.
Okay.
And a huge surprise, the winner is the 18-year-old.
Nice.
And it was definitely the winner from the voting. It was with huge distance to all the others.
Yeah, for sure. It's something different.
Yes.
It's not
Amazing.
like classic one, but yeah.
So this is not for sale, guys. Gets to my private stock. Okay. Thank you very much for the tasting. Danke an alle, die mitgemacht haben, die sich auf das Experiment eingelassen haben. Schön, dass ihr dabei wart. Immer wieder cool, wenn wir auch so spontan mal Sachen machen können, die ja abseits des Tellerrands sind, die so ein bisschen den Horizont erweitern. Freut mich, dass ihr da offen für seid und sowas mitmacht. Und yeah, thank you very much, Maxim, that you take
Thanks.
your time to do the tasting with us and that you spontaneously said yes when I was at the distillery and you had no idea who I was and what I wanted from you. But
No,
you
it's,
said yes.
it's genial. We need more guys like you because it's important for us to share, to explain what we do each day and why we do that. So it's
Yes.
thanks for guys like you that we exist also. So thanks. And sorry for my problems with the phone and extra.
No We are used to that. More people have problems with the technique all the time. But thanks for your time on the Sunday evening. I think that's not normal that someone takes his time. It's his private time to do a tasting with us. So thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
It was a pleasure.
And yes, you can have Philipp and Andreas, you can have the last words. Ihr könnt die letzten Worte haben, bevor Maxim was zum Abschluss sagen kann.
Ja, ich mag mich nur mal wiederholen. Es war toll. Merci beaucoup, Maxim. Und gerne mehr solcher Tellerrand-Tastings. Also das ist wirklich toll.
Ich fand es auch wirklich grandios. Merci. Eine Distillerie, die ich nicht kannte, die ich null auf dem Schirm hatte, von der ich noch nie gehört habe. Und es hat mich echt begeistert. Danke.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. Maxim, you have the last words. Thank you.
Thanks. Vielen Dank, Prost, and take safe and continue to enjoying whiskey like that. It's a pleasure for us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.